Game Up Hard Hydration. It's like your favorite sports drink, your favorite seltzer. Got together, had a baby, but it's so much better. And most importantly, they have sponsored 2024 for the Working Fans podcast. So you know we love talking about them. And Dave loves telling you what they're all about.
It's only 110 calories, guys. It's a low-carb drink, full flavor, and those flavors are fruit punch, orange, lemon lime, and grape. Enjoy yourself some Game Up. Enjoy our show.
We're going to the newest comparison. I saw you put one up recently, and I really like this because Kofi Kingston, Nic Nemeth, better in-ring. And when I first saw this, I thought it's a lock. It's got to be Nemeth. He's got the Kent State wrestling history. He's just so smooth in the ring. But then you think of Kofi doing it for so many years with the New Day, before that by himself. Who is your pick, and kind of what made you decide to put these two together? Is it just that they're both so fluid in the ring and just so crisp with their moves?
I wanted to do some newer people. I go with a lot of old school people, and these guys have had both successful careers. They obviously haven't been a franchise player, but they both have had a cup of coffees with world championships in WWE. And they were both staples of the Intercontinental and U.S. title and tag titles. And they just consistently brought out great matches. And I just thought really the parallels between these two was just so there. But for you, like you, I think I kind of agree. I had to go with Nic Nemeth overall, but that's just because, and I think someone commented on this, he's so good at making other people look good that it was just hard not to pick him. I mean, I could play devil's advocate and say, I feel like Kofi had a better connection in the fans, maybe, although that's arguable. But if you look at that storyline he had for a little while with Kofi Mania, and winning the WWE championship, like that was just such a huge moment. So I feel like that was a bigger pinnacle, just doing that at a WrestleMania. But that being said, if we're going bell to bell, I think Nic Nemeth is one of the best bell for bell guys we had in the last 10 years.
I don't think being in WWE has necessarily helped either one of these guys. They both had world title runs, but it didn't feel like maybe the company was like totally behind them enough. You know what I mean? Like Kofi Mania was so short, got ended by Brock Lesnar. I can't remember who beat Nic Nemeth, but that was at a time where it's like Dolph Ziggler would have these runs where he'd be amazing in ring. He'd get close to title contention and then fade away and then do it again. You see what he looks like in TNA. He held a New Japan championship for a while. He looks bigger outside of WWE. Do you think getting out of the company could help Kofi?
It's hard to say at this point in his career. Definitely initially. Kofi's got that established veteran kind of, I don't know how, lack of a better word, label on him, like he's just a guy that's going to have good matches. People react to him, but he's not going to be your franchise player. I think he's content with that right now. He's probably towards the end of his career in WWE, but God, he's so talented, like a Nic Nemeth, that if he wanted to leave, I'm sure he could be on a similar run somewhere, and you could really get behind him for sure. He could have some great matches in New Japan or anywhere he went. I think that working under Vince and being in that system, you could argue maybe they didn't get the most out of them. Unfortunately, though, there really wasn't an AEW or anything for most of their careers. There wasn't a WCW, and TNA just wasn't really a really big viable option at that time. So they kind of made the most out of what they could under the situations, which I think also speaks to their talent.
Yeah, I think if you went charisma-wise or personality, Kofi could get the edge. Now, Kofi's not bad in ring, but I don't think he's necessarily Nemeth level. And what I am liking is Kofi getting to, we had the rise of the New Day, and now it looks like we could be having a breakup in the New Day. So what a way to go out of his career kind of telling these big stories. If you haven't tried Game Up, then you are missing out. Imagine your favorite seltzer and your favorite sports drink had a baby, but it's way better than that. Each can is 110 calories, low carb, 4.9 ABV. It's a nice light drink that is not light on flavor. Game Up comes in fruit punch, orange, lemon, lime, and grape. Pick it up at drinkgameup.com or at your nearest liquor store.